Hey everyone, Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker, greatest screenwriter in the history of the world, recovering homeless guy, living in Los Angeles while the National Guard has been deployed here. Kick them out, kick ICE out. You want to stop undocumented immigration, illegal immigration? Just one signature will do it. Amnesty for them, a moratorium on it. It's a bogus uh, excuse to say we're going after criminality, illegal, criminal. Like the second use of like language that implies criminal, it's like, oh, okay, you're trying to say like there's criminal and then there's like criminal, like really bad, and you can't tell the difference between them all. Tom Homan, he's pathetic. He doesn't care about the law. If he thinks he has charges to bring against people, he can bring them in court. He's like, I'm going to arrest people. He doesn't care about the law. If the Trump administration at all was concerned, first, don't argue with fascists. They enjoy the fact that you're trying to argue with them. All you can do is resist them. Flood the streets, shut this city down. Newsom has got to go. He is trash. Governor Newsom is such a fascist collaborator trash. Karen Bass, I really question, even though she said some nice things about, yeah, the National Guard and ICE, they're committing terror here. Like, she's way too collaborative with fascists and the police and with Capitol. Sheriff Luna, he is a bitch and a coward. He went out in front of everyone and said, please go home. Businesses are losing money. Yeah, you little poodle, licking your rich master's boots. You're a bootlicker. The police are there to protect their rich masters. These are goons. These are thugs. Like, I see how weak the National Guard being deployed. I'm like, these are not tough guys. They're decked out in body armor and rifles and tear gas and armored vehicles because they're like frat boys who enjoy taking joy rides with their dad's car for the weekend. I've seen guys like this. First of all, I mean, my dad was in the military. He was retired before I was born. Military guys, a lot of them ain't shit. Um, and I remember also being a bouncer, dealing with off-duty cops and military. They were like terrorists. I mean, they were entitled, whining, violent, hateful. I can imagine if you're a woman in their custody, what they're liable to do, or a guy, or a non-binary, because they do commit a lot of assaults, sexual assaults against people, like in LA County Jail, in custody, including teenagers. So kick these thugs out. They are trash. They're not going to win. Like, you can't just terrorize a population here, especially as progressive and as diverse as Los Angeles, and be like, oh, okay, like, you say we can't do it, so now we have to go. If you're not in LA, write to leaders, spread the word, and donate to bail funds to help people who are getting arrested indiscriminately. Stop this trash. This is so pathetic. And I see, for what now, just being my age, 40, and having seen some of life and seen a lot of these National Guard and police, they're younger than me. I'm like, this is like, it's a fool's errand. It's this chauvinist, stupid, I know it. I was a conservative, thinking you can arrest your way out of problems, you can bomb your way and kill your way out of problems. These losers who think we just got to keep bombing new enemies. The war on terror, been going on 23 years now, or 24 years, thinking that, oh, no, we're going to win it. We're going to win. We just got to actually fight it. This time we're going to make it work. Not realizing you're just creating more enemies. Like, you create more and more, and you're not really killing your enemies. You're killing civilians for the most part. And also, just a word to the losers who, it was funny, a couple months ago, maybe, I predicted that in 6 weeks, so the timeline's a little skewed, in 6 weeks, Trump is going to kick Musk out of, the government, and someone's going to interview Trump and and ask him about Elon Musk, and he's going to say, I don't know who that is. So that hasn't quite happened yet, but now Musk has turned on Trump. Trump's turned on him. Musk is deep in addiction, apparently, which if you're deep in addiction, like people who are dealing with addiction and I don't even like to include him in that because like he's a whole different level of scumbag because he's harming millions of people. Um, he and he's got 14 kids. He is completely unreliable. Like people who are deep in addiction are very unreliable. And so he tweeted hate stuff about Trump and then he deleted it all. I'm like, yeah, that's totally impulsive addiction behavior, self-loathing. The guy's empty inside. He can't buy his way into people's lives and hearts and friendship. But I remember conservatives said, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Rubbing lard on their lips because the poison from that comes inside them cracks their lips and they have to wipe whatever they have around to moisturize themselves. And then, they're like getting upset, like, oh, mother, unsheath your tit, give me your milk, I need the enzymes. And yeah, they call them enzymes. But this is so bogus. Like, y'all are incapable of introspection, or you're capable of it, you just don't do it. Like, you don't do it the way I did, and I changed. Granted, I was never in the military or the police, but I changed from my chauvinist, pig-headed views about... I wasn't super strong in my ideas about law enforcement, but I was about the military and military might. I was totally uninformed on it, but just thinking, well, we're the ones projecting power, so we're the good guys, right? I didn't realize the othering, the dehumanizing I was engaged in when I was a conservative. And also, for you conservatives, you have no idea, no concept of like, okay, you're saying this is the law, people are breaking the law if they're undocumented, as if, and they are illegal. Like, every breath they take is illegal. So in other words, they should be deprived of oxygen, basically, and we know you all want that. What use is such a law? If Tom Homan's so big on the law, you must believe there are good reasons for the law, right? What use is a law that says a guy who's just living here, just living his life, should have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars spent to inflict cruelty, barbarism on him, cage him, separate him from his family, and deport him just because of his immigration status when we create an impossible immigration system to get through. What I've learned is most conservatives don't actually know how you become a citizen here. They literally just think it's like a simple process, like it might take a year or something. No, it's literally impossible for most people. And for many people, like, you will never get a chance to even enter the line to become a citizen. You're stupid, you don't think, you don't learn. So kick ICE out, kick the National Guard out, hold Karen Bass the power, hold the power to account, like Mayor Karen Bass and Governor Newsom. I just call him Governor Newsom. He's a real scumbag. Karen Bass is better. But Newsom, he's always been like that. Lately, it's more out in the open. He's interviewed, been friendly with Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon, two Christo-fascists. Actually, I'm not sure if Bannon exactly is a Christo-fascist. He is a fascist, though. Kirk is outspokenly a Christo-fascist. Kick these thugs out. They're going to lose, and shut this city down.